Forehand, push swing. Backhand, unwind hit. So they're different, okay? So backhand, what happens is we need to prep our body. If you do not wind it up, you cannot unwind it. That's the first thing you need to know. All I need to do to have preparation in my body is have my shoulders come back further than the line in my feet. Okay, so my feet line's that way, my shoulder line is this way. Okay, so all I need is that. Then I've got all this bang, 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 bang before I hit. The whole turn and structure of my core has gone through the wall before I strike. All this body turn is going to happen before I strike. If I step back here and I have shoulders the same here, now it's follow through body muscles, which are like from here, all of that. So it's like all that where I'm already gone past there's no prime. I haven't primed, I'm not wound up, I'm just standing here. Gary Peterson here. Today we're going to talk about your backhand. Backhand is cool, backhand is easy. I love to teach a backhand first, simply because it's really easy to make someone good at backhand. It's just so simple, it's just quite amazing. Yet most people have a worse backhand than they have forehand. And there's a few reasons for that. The reasons are that you have to get behind the ball. You have to get everything behind the ball. Whereas on the forehand side, if I step back this way, I'm still behind the ball. My whole body is behind the ball if I use my back foot. As long as I use my back foot, forehand becomes really simple. But what happens, you've got to get behind the ball and you've got to get all your prep behind the ball. So it gets really difficult, and that's why people struggle on the backhand. We're going to talk about a couple of things here. We'll talk about prep. Backhand is a body hit. Forehand is a push swing. So they're not the same. Forehand, push swing. Backhand, unwind hit. So they're different, okay? So backhand, what happens is we need to prep our body. If you do not wind it up, you cannot unwind it. That's the first thing you need to know. So if you don't wind your body up, if you don't wind this up, then you've got nothing. So I come in and I'm here, I've only got that, and there's no power in that. So you need to know that you have to have preparation. So let's logically work through it. Okay, I need to have preparation. So, okay, what are we going to do? We're going to try and make our preparation, it needs to be as quick as it possibly can be. That means that your preparation can't be this and it can't be that and it can't be that, because it takes too long. So you need a compact preparation. You need to keep everything really tight. Because if I go here, I'm already prepped. There, I'm prepped. There, I'm prepped. There, I'm prepped. So it's pretty good. Okay, so we want to have a tight, compact preparation. I'm going to show you some interesting things with prep, which will probably amaze a few people here and there. Preparation is so simple on the backhand, but there's some restrictions which we'll go through just quickly at the moment. So preparation, as long as I step through on this foot, I've got natural preparation. Natural preparation because I'm already facing this way, but I've got to see the ball, and that's the restriction that I was talking about earlier. So you can only step back this far enough that you can see the ball, and it's a real skill to be able to turn your head and look over your shoulder. So this is a problem with when you start coaching people. You ask them to look over their shoulder, and yet they can only turn their head that far, and so they can't really see, so they can't really prep, so it gets really difficult until they get the turn in their head, the body turn in their head. Exercises like this one become really quite good. This exercise here, where I'll look forward, and I'll keep looking forward, and I'll keep looking forward, and I'll keep looking forward, because there I'm going over that shoulder, now I'm going over that shoulder. So that's an exercise in, strangely enough, other than body turn through midriff and whatever else, it's the head turn as well. So you're getting that exercise, which is really critical. So that exercise, to go all the way around there, so I can go easily, I can easily see the camera. I can probably even face that way and still see the camera if I go there, right, with a little bit of body turn. So it's really that turn that makes a difference. So, having said that, once you get reasonable flexation in the neck, if I step across here, I have natural body preparation. Now here's the kicker. This gets a little bit technical, but bear with me, and it will make all the sense in the world. If I put a line through my feet, all I need to do to have preparation in my body is have my shoulders come back further than the line in my feet. Okay, so my feet line's that way, my shoulder line is this way. Okay, so all I need is that. Then I've got all this bang, 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 bang before I hit. The whole turn and structure of my core has gone through the wall before I strike. Okay, so what happens is when we get people that actually step this way and step this way, it's really quite good. We like people to open up their stance because it gets the early body preparation in. So you see how I'm really wound up? So this is priming. So my body's primed. All this body turn is going to happen before I strike. If I step back here and I have shoulders the same here, now it's follow through body muscles, which are like from here, all of that. So it's like all that where I'm already gone past there's no prime. I haven't primed. I'm not wound up. I'm just standing here. I haven't wound up at all. I'm just here and I haven't done anything. There's a reasonable amount of power in that, by the way, because you've got this section here where you can get power from. But the problem is you're winding up and winding up and winding up to the stage where you're almost off balance when you hit, and then that comes in. Yep. And that's where people get it wrong. So you need to try and keep your feet open stance. Open stance means open stance this way. That's why we like people to step 45 so they can prime before they strike. And that way it works really well. So you can prime your body before you strike the ball. You can prime and unwind before you strike the ball. Now watch this. This is crazy. Crazy good. If I prime, shoulders, and then when I go bang, strike, I'm 100% balanced, in full control, in the best possible situation I can be. Weight on virtually both feet if I like. That foot will come up so my weight goes on the front so I can drive forward a little bit. But my striking position is magnificent, like it's really good. The more I come across here and I go here, now my striking position, my natural position balances here. Now I'm winding up, and here's striking position. So now all of a sudden I'm half, almost falling over, but not really, and I'm almost done. I've got not much follow-through control, but there, and then that's about it. Then it's awkward. Everything else is gone. If I step this way, told you it was a bit technical. If I step this way, I prime a lot. See, I've had to turn that foot up to get this around. Otherwise, I've got to put too much stress on my knee. All my weight's on this back leg here. Then I'll go from here there, and it's still pretty good because now I'm on 2 feet because I'm facing this way. So the open stance from 45 to here is really, really good. Really, really good. Like it works really well. So it's quite interesting to see how your preparation and your footwork affects your preparation. We're talking about having your core muscles active on a priming thing. So you primed your core muscles. When we talk about priming core muscles, let's talk about that, getting that back. So the best players in the world, what they'll do is this. They'll come from here and they'll do that first. They'll tend to come back, or they'll run like this. They'll run with their body back this way. So they'll come back here. They'll come back here like this, and they're already back there. The whole body is already back there. And it works really well. I'll show you another trick, which is really cool. Okay, so if I'm on the tee and I come back here and then I step that way, I'm basically facing the back wall. If I leave that foot there, and if I leave this shoulder here, I'm just going to leave this shoulder, and I'm going to turn this foot in, and I'm going to leave that shoulder. As soon as I do that, I'm massively prepped. I'm massively prepped from no prep whatsoever, and I haven't taken my racket back. It's stayed there. Racket's just stayed there, and now I'm prepped. All right, all with that 1 foot step. So you can use your movement to prep your body. It's a crazy thing to think about. So if I come from here, and this is a natural movement there, that's a natural movement, and then that will go there. But as long as you go that line, shoulders back further, like we spoke about before, all the prime, all the power, everything's really cool, it's really good, and it works really, really well. So it's a powerful position if you face the back wall. The problem is, like we said before, you've got to be able to see the ball. You've got to be able to see the ball. And I'm looking over my shoulder now, facing the back wall, looking for the ball. Yep. Compact preparation that we spoke about before and everything as well. Okay. There. Yep. And then that will go from there, bang, and that will come out there. And yes, I turned as I swung just to go and get the ball, my body the right way, and everything as well. All right, so that's preparation. That's the technical side of priming and having, let's say, storing energy or storing power before you strike the ball. So you'll go from there, and the more you can generally, if you're going to hit the ball out of the back corner, you'll generally face the corner. You'll face the corner and get your racket shoulders back here. Once again, there's your line, there's your prime. You wound up before you've actually struck the ball. And that's how that one works. So you'll find it's really quite simple. As long as you store energy, you'll get good. You'll get good really fast. So go with open stance as much as possible. Sometimes, yes, you have to swing across here. So that just happens as well. Sometimes you just got to do it, so there's no problem at all. If you go back, foot back here, this is advanced, and yes, we do it from around about 3/4 court, you've got to really do some serious priming. So what happens is now, my whole body's here, I've got to get all this back here and go there and get strong through the ball. So it's a lot of work back here, and it's not the strongest body work. It's really difficult to do. But once you get good and strong, you can do it no trouble at all, and it's actually quite a good way to go in certain situations on a rising ball and so on. So I just thought I'd throw that in there. There you go. That's the technical side of your prep and your body and priming, and actually storing energy with all the, that's how to use your core muscles is a better way to put it. How to make your core muscles active through the ball, not just throw your arm through the ball. Your arm's not going to do the job. It's not going to work for you. So we need to try and use your core to go through. There you go. That is how to store energy a little bit, and the effect of your feet and what you do on your backhand drive, because it is a body hit and it's an unwind hit, and so therefore it's very, very important for your backhand.